Just woke up, 6:09. Rise and shine.
Didn't get no sleep last night, I'm late, but time will tell. Yo, said if you love me, why would you do it? I don't know myself. Yo, that one there is a work of art, but cannot fit on the shelf. Me versus me, so I don't really care if people...
So the first thing that I do when I wake up is I put in some eye drops because my eyes get super dry. And I have a full bottle of water because you get really dehydrated when you're sleeping. And I also add some electrolytes in my water. Got some kiwi lemonade electrolytes. This is just, I don't know if you guys know, but I mean, when you have filtered water, like yes, it filters out all the bad stuff, like, you know, the toxic hard chemicals and things like that, but it also filters out like all the good sort of like nutrients, the natural nutrients in the water, right? So because of that, when you drink the water, you're not really fully hydrating yourself. So that's why I like to put electrolytes in the water in the morning. So now I'm down this. Man, I always feel alive after drinking it, like immediately. So yeah, in the morning I have a few little things that I do. I don't have like a morning routine. It's like, you know, David Goggins' 5-hour run and then, you know, 2-hour meditation. Nothing like that, but I have like a little ritual, you could say, just to start the day off right, start the day off with intention. Because at the end of the day, if you want to win in life, you win your years. If you want to win your years, you win your months. If you want to win your months, you win your weeks. If you want to win your weeks, you win your days. And if you want to win your days, you win your morning, right? And then you carry that momentum with you for the rest of the day and you crush it, right? So this is how I win my morning. I wake up at 6, electrolytes, water, and I go and do a little cold shower. It's not really a shower, it's like a rinse. It's only like a minute. And then brush my teeth, come back here in my room, and I sit down on this couch here for a second and just take some deep breaths. Try to, you know, be intentional on like my breathing for like a few minutes and just gratitude, praying, right? So if you guys know me, you know that I believe in God, but I'm not like religious per se, right? I have mixed thoughts on religion, something that I'm still warming up to, but I do believe in God, and you know, I take the time to thank God and, you know, be grateful for the blessings in my life in the morning. Again, just to, you know, start off intentionally and on the right foot. So yeah, that's a little bit about how I get the morning started up. Now I'm gonna go hop in the shower. Alright, and I didn't mention this earlier, but the last part of winning my morning is going to the gym and getting a nice workout in. Alright, so yeah, I've done everything else that I need to do here. I planned my day last night, so I was just at my desk sort of reviewing it, reminding myself of like what I need to get after, what I need to tackle today. But yeah, so I will see you in the car. Alright, so just got in the car. We're heading to the gym now. And we got chest and tries today, so I'm gonna have a nice juicy workout. I'm gonna bring my phone in. I'll see if I could get like a few clips that I could throw in here for you guys so you could see like what workouts I do specifically, but yeah, we'll sort of see how that goes. But aside from that, it's a really short drive to the gym. It's only 2 minutes. If you guys are familiar with me, this is the same gym that is connected to the hotel that I used to work out, right? So yeah, on this drive, I'm just gonna fill you guys in a couple minutes on why I'm even recording this video in the first place, right? Because this is a bit different from the content that I typically put out on YouTube. It's more like, you know, business theme page oriented content, but at the same time I'm trying to show a bit more of me on YouTube, you know, who I am, my personality, getting you guys to sort of see a inside scoop of like my life and honestly what it's like the behind the scenes of running a 6-figure empire as a 21-year-old 6-figure company. So yeah, I'm going to be documenting a little bit more of that, sharing a little bit more of the behind the scenes, and yeah, so you'll see more like actual work later today in this video. But aside from that, you know, this is something that, to be honest, I've been, let's say, putting off for a little bit. Again, if you guys know me, the reason why I even started theme pages in the first place is because I'm more of a reserved person. I didn't really like the idea of putting myself out there and, you know, showing my personality on, you know, video, and just wasn't really comfortable with the whole, you know, camera thing. So it's something that I'm warming up to, right? And I'm also a little bit of a perfectionist, so I like, you know, when things are the right way specifically, and obviously that's not easy to do when you're, you know, filming yourself unfiltered and like raw. So it's something that you get better at with time, right? So I just knew that I need to start, right? I need to start. It's something I'll get better at with time. You guys will probably see this video might not be the absolute best in the world, but it's something that I'm gonna get better at, and something that you guys are probably gonna see more of in the future. So yeah, so look, we're already here at the gym. I'm pulling into the parking lot right now. And yeah, like I said, a little chest and tri workout today. I'm gonna bring my phone and see if I could get some clips, but yeah, aside from that, I will see you guys back in this car once I'm done working out.
Going all out when it's by that bread and butter. The kill for clout, I put that on my dead brother, yeah. He talk so much, I showed him I'm a real hunter. Won't say it, but he know I still got real cutters, yeah. Yeah, I'm right back and I lost mad commas. I had been down bad inside a dog tunnel, yeah. Fuck them boys, I found out who my real partners, and who was only with me cause I had dollars, yeah. Fuck, I paid the lawyers out on me.
Alright, so I just finished up at the gym, and man, I swear, like, getting back into my car and like on the drive home is like the best feeling in the morning. Like, it's my favorite part of the morning probably, because I feel so good physically and mentally, right? Mentally because I know that like I did everything that I was supposed to do in the morning. Like I won my morning. Like I said, this is the last part of it. And then also, you know, I'm at a high frequency, ready to crush the rest of the day, right? To win the rest of the day. And then also physically, because, you know, after you have a workout, you know, I also went to the sauna for 15 minutes, like a little detox, as well as took a shower. You know, you can see I'm in like some fresh, clean clothes. So yeah, that feels nice. And then getting into the car, you know, my skin is pretty like warm, let's say, because, you know, the blood flow from the sauna, and I have like the AC, like the cold air hitting my skin like on the drive home, and I roll my windows down too. I forgot this time. Just feels so nice. So yeah, gonna head home, get some breakfast, and then I got my first call with a client of mine, Alec, at 9:30 a.m. So I have 40 minutes until then, so I will see you guys soon. Quick update, just wanted to show you guys what I whipped up real quick for breakfast. So I got some eggs here, 3 eggs, egg whites, with some cheese and salt and pepper on top. I usually have some ham and avocado to go along with this, but ran out, so got to head to the grocery store. And then here I got some yogurt with some granola and chocolate shavings in it as well. So yeah, this is what I am having for breakfast today. It's what I have had every single day pretty much for the past 4 years. So yeah, this is a go-to, fuels me up for the day. And yeah, so I'm gonna feast on this real quick and then head to the workstation. We are back at the workstation now, and maybe for those who don't know yet, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it is 9:19. So I have exactly 11 minutes until my meeting with Alec. And in the meantime, I'm just going to clear up the notifications on my phone, because I have, you know, lots of notifications that come in while I'm sleeping. Just want to make sure that my pages are running smoothly, my clients are doing all right, and you know, everything's okay with my team. So yeah, gonna clear up the notifications, because up until now I haven't checked my phone. I just don't like going on my phone in the morning. So yeah, I've got 11 minutes to do that, and then I'm gonna hop on the call with Alec, and I will see you guys after that. How you doing, bro? All right, so I just hopped off the meeting with Alec. It is now 10:21. And yeah, he's crushing it. He went from 0 to almost 25,000 followers in the matter of 2 months from when we started working together. So this is his page right here, marketshift.io. You guys can take a look for yourself if you want. And he's actually documented the growth as well. So you can see that he actually has grown in that period of time. I'm not just saying that. And yeah, so he's crushing it. We had a call, we discussed some monetization system that he could begin putting in place to start actually converting the attention and the audience that he's gained into income, which is really, really important, right? So yeah, Now I have a group meeting with Growth Accelerator in 9 minutes here, so at 10:30. And if you guys don't know what Growth Accelerator is, maybe if you're new here, it's essentially my one-on-one mentoring. So it's not like some shitty like copy and paste pre-recorded course that I just send to people and say good luck. Like, it's actually one-on-one mentoring. I work with each client one-on-one, help them start or scale their theme page to actually start making decent income with it. And Growth Accelerator is the name of it, right? So I've got a meeting with the guys here in 9 minutes. It's going to be a monetization oriented meeting. So we're going to discuss some different ways to monetize, what's currently working right now, different pages that are making lots of money through different methods. So we're going to be going over that. And after that, I will check in with you guys and sort of update you on what's going to be remaining for the day. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. And also, before hopping on the group meeting that I have here in 4 minutes, I just wanted to say something real quick. So this video is more of like a realistic day in the life, right? This is not one of those videos where like it's a group of friends traveling to like the Bahamas and they're saying, oh, day in the life of an entrepreneur, and the whole time they're just like on jet skis or like gambling or anything like that. You know what I mean? This is an actual realistic day in the life. You know, those people that that's not what they're doing most of the time. It's like most of the time they're locked in working at their desk, but they just show the highlight reel, right? They glamorize entrepreneurship a little bit. And that's completely fine. Like, you know, I do that stuff too. And it's fine, right? That's some of the benefits that you get from being an entrepreneur, like sort of having the freedom to do sorts of things like that. And I potentially can make some content like that in the future, but this is a more like realistic day in the life. Like, most of the time I'm just here working. That's sort of what it comes down to, right? So I'm bringing you guys through my day of what actually sort of goes on most of the time, right? So yeah, that's why, you know, I've been hopping on meetings. There's going to be some more meetings later today. I'm going to show you guys sort of like me actually working, like what I'm doing and how I operate, so that it's more of like realistic, right? I don't want to glamorize entrepreneurship too much, right? I could do that in a different video where I'm like traveling or something like that, right? Because I can do that. But just wanted to let you guys know that, because I think that's quite important to be authentic and transparent on what this actually looks like and what my work entails, right? So just wanted to say that real quick. And like I said, I will see you soon.
What is the most effective way to monetize right now?
Yeah, all the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna.
All right, just hopped off of the Growth Accelerator call with the boys. Had a great call with them. It's 11:29 now, and I've got a meeting with one of my guys here in a minute, who helps me with some back end stuff. So yeah, gonna jump on that meeting now, and I will update you guys afterwards. All right, just hopped off that last call. It's now 12:16, so I have from now until 2:30 open, right? I've blocked off my calendar, and I have it open to do some deep work as well as eat some lunch, right, before or around 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'm gonna do an hour and a half of deep work. I've got some tasks to get done. I have a couple modules to finish up inside of Growth Accelerator, some growth strategy oriented modules. Then I'm also finishing up or preparing another YouTube video that I'll be uploading soon. So yeah, got some work ahead of me, some tasks I gotta get done, have some lunch, and aside from that, I've got a couple other calls to finish off the day and a couple other things that I need to do that I'll fill you guys in on later. So yeah, until I see you then. All right, so quick update. After my deep work session, instead of having lunch, I actually had a call scheduled that I just had forgot about. I had misread my calendar. It happens sometimes, right? So yeah, I still haven't had lunch. I'm starving. I'm gonna go down and have some right now before my next call at 3:30, because it's 2:55 right now. But yeah, had a call with someone who was actually interested in Growth Accelerator, and it looked like everything ended up aligning and checking off, and he ended up joining up. So yeah, we got a new guy on the team. He's a killer, and yeah, you can see the little payment that's gone through here. So yeah, man, productive day so far, getting stuff done, and now I just got to get some lunch, have another meeting, and then we're done with meetings for the day and have a little bit more work to get done. But I'll of course bring you guys along with me. So see you there. So this is what we're working with for lunch. It's meat sauce pasta that I made a few days ago. These are just leftovers. So yeah, it's good to get rid of the leftovers. And also, even if I did want to make food, I just wouldn't have had time. But yeah, guys, looking pretty good. Honestly, it doesn't look as appetizing as it did a few days ago, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna munch this up, and then I gotta head upstairs in 25 minutes here for my next meeting. So yeah, I will see you guys after that. All right, just finished up my last call for today. It is 5:35, and yeah, we had a new person come inside of Growth Accelerator. So yeah, it's 2 for 2 on the calls for today. And I swear, I don't really have to do anything on these calls, just have a conversation with these people, because they've already seen me, you know, they've seen the results that we've been able to generate, the potential with this business model, and they're ready to just join up, all right? No friction. And that's just what happens when you really, really prioritize fulfillment and getting client results. Because at this point, like, my results just speak for me. I don't really even have to do anything. I don't have to sell or market. All I have to do is just show the results that we've been able to generate, right? So, you know, for example, if we even take a look at my dashboard right here on the community, you'll see that over the last few days, we've already just had some crazy results inside. Matthias got a $4,500 contract. Nate got his first ever 100K video. Jose, 100K video. Tarek got his first 1 million view reel. Michael shared another payment. This is 500 euro, so that's like 550 bucks. So people go ahead and they share their wins in the community, and that just speaks for itself. Like, I don't even have to say anything, right? And people see that, they hop on a call with me and they just want to get inside. So they just want to, you know, get started, to say the least. So yeah, it's been a good day. I'm done with calls for now, like I said, and I'm essentially done with my work day. I don't have much else work that I need to do. I might still just do a little bit more because I like my work. I like what I do. But there's still a few other things that I need to do today, such as I just want to read a little bit. I'm going to go for a little walk because I've been sitting at this fucking damn desk all day, which is the one thing that, you know, obviously is unfortunate about working. It's like, you know, you sit a lot, but I enjoy what I do, like I said. So yeah, I'm going to go get some steps in. I'm going to go read, and I will update you guys before the end of the night. All right, so I finished up my walk. As you guys can see, I've got a little sweat going, and you might be looking around asking yourself, you know, where the fuck did I end up, right? Don't forget, guys, I live in Southern California, so the landscape over here, it's similar to like where there's the Pacific Palisades fires, the LA fires that you guys probably saw on the news, but you know, there's lots of canyons in this region. There's lots of brush, especially in the summer. So this is the stuff that like really easily catches on fire, right? And yeah, this is a little canyon that I live nearby to. This is maybe took 15 minutes to get to where I am now. So I like walking through here because, especially after a long work day like today, it just allows me to disconnect, get some steps in, and sort of just like think a little bit. You know, I have some peace of mind, and it's quite nice. I'm blessed to live sort of so close to beautiful nature like this. And I've also got this book with me here. It's called The One Thing. I was reading this for 10 to 15 minutes. Very, very good book. It's all about leverage. If you guys don't know what leverage is, it is like the most important, most critical business principle that you'll ever learn. It's essentially all about how you can get more output from the same amount of input, right? So it's like which lever you can pull to get the most out of your work, right? So if I were to drop like one gem on you guys from this book, it would be this. If there's one thing you could do that by doing would make everything else easier or unnecessary, what would it be? If there was one thing you could do that by doing would make everything else easier or unnecessary, what would it be? Think about that question, identify what that one thing is, hence the name of the book, and do that one thing like every single day or multiple times every single day, because by doing that one thing that makes everything else easier or unnecessary, it's like you're doing things that have leverage, right? That bring huge results and output from the same amount of work, let's say, right? So yeah, very, very good book. But aside from that, I kind of just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit more about the realities of being a 21-year-old who makes tens of thousands of dollars every single month online, and just sharing a little bit more about like the behind the scenes and like a authentic perspective, let's say, of what it's like. Because I remember, you know, I used to be on the other side of the screen watching videos like this, seeing people who were my age, you know, making a lot of money, and I would think like, damn, like what must that be like, right? So I'm just here to give a transparent, authentic perspective on what it actually is like, right? So first off, I must say that it's as good, if not better, than you could possibly imagine. Having freedom in life is the most important thing, right? This is what I think we all aspire for the end of the day. It's not about the money. It's not about, you know, the watches or the cars, whatever people might try to shove down your throat, especially on social media, like all the shiny stuff. It's all about the freedom at the end of the day. And being a 21-year-old who has more freedom than he could possibly imagine is an absolute blessing. Financial freedom, like I could buy whatever I want, you know. I'm not saying I could buy, of course, like a private jet or a yacht or anything like that, but for a 21-year-old guy, like I could buy anything I want. Even if it was like the nice car or the watches, like I haven't bought those things yet because they just don't align with my priorities. But I could if I wanted to. It's like the freedom and the flexibility, right? That's what it comes down to. The location freedom, I can work from anywhere in the world. This is an absolute blessing. I could, for example, like you guys saw my schedule today. All I did was pretty much work from my computer. Yes, I have monitors which make it easier, but I don't need them, right? So I could do that from anywhere in the world, whether it's like, you know, I'm traveling, whether it's I'm going seeing family, whatever it is, right? Most importantly for me, at least, it's traveling. So, you know, not being tied down to a specific geographical location in order to make money, but being able to make money from wherever. So I definitely take advantage of that. I'm at home most of the time because that's where I could get like my most productive work done and, you know, get the best results for myself and the people I work with, right? But I definitely do, you know, take advantage of the freedom that I have. Like I'll be going to New York in a few days to see my sister, for example, and work from there. But aside from that, also time freedom, right? So you guys saw my day today. Like I woke up and I had sort of like my schedule. I laid it out the way that I wanted to. I had no boss telling me like where I needed to be at a specific time and sort of like bossing me around. Like, you know, I designed my schedule. I sort of did things on my own terms, and that's really, really important to me. So yeah, just freedom all around. That is the best part about being in the position that I'm in, for example. It's that freedom, right? Like I said, you might see a lot of people online who like flex the cars or the watches or the private jets or whatever it is, the materialistic stuff. Like you might think you want those things, but in reality, like, yes, I'll have some of those things at some point, but it's the freedom, which is what matters, right? So a lot of people online, they build their brands around like luxury stuff just so they could get attention. Like they'll flex. You'll see a bunch of these flexer kids, and these are the kids who usually don't have that much money, but they're, you know, they're flexing, they're showing off, and that's how they're building their brand, right? If you guys know me, you know, I've managed to build over 80,000 followers on Instagram. I don't know what I'm at on YouTube right now, to be honest, but I've built my brand around value, right? I don't flex. I don't buy necessary shit that I don't need. I don't like idolize materialistic shit. Like I've built my brand around just pure value, and you could see that through my content, right? I've actually attracted this audience through my words and through providing value rather than through shining, you know, showing flashy cars or watches or anything like that, right? So just keep in mind, you know, you might think that the materialistic stuff matters at some point, but you know, it's the freedom, which I think we're all after at the end of the day. Money is just the means to the freedom. So yeah, if we were to get back on track in terms of what it's like to be a 21-year-old who has that sort of freedom, it's amazing, man. It's a blessing. There's really nothing else that I could say. But at the end of the day, like I've gone through a lot to get to where I'm at today, right? You guys always see like, you know, the good parts, the highlight reels, but the amount of work that's gone into this, the amount of hours, days, weeks, months, years of grinding behind the scenes in the dark, the stuff that no one sees, is what it takes sometimes, you know? So I'm not here to tell you it was easy or that you could do it too in like 2 months. Like that's not what's gonna be the reality. It's a long, dark, lonely road, but I can assure you that the light at the end of the tunnel is worth the journey, right? So that's what I want you guys to take from this message here. So don't give up. You know, if you're on your own path, you know, you've got your own business that you're trying to work on and make work for you so you can be in a position like this, for example, later in the future. You're not going to get there by giving up and throwing in the towel. It's a shame how many like Instagram pages that I'm scrolling through that I see they just like started posting a bunch of times and then they like stopped posting like months ago. It's like, bro, you can't have that mentality where you just give up, right? So stay consistent, don't give up, push through the dark times. You'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it'll all be more worth it than you could possibly imagine, right? So yeah, aside from that, guys, I'm gonna walk back home now, 15 minutes, and I'll see you guys then. We're about to wrap up the day. All right, so it's 8:47 now. Got back from my walk, obviously, and then I went down the street to a quick restaurant to grab some food. Got some grass-fed steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli, which is really, really good. It's always a go-to. And I didn't really feel like cooking tonight, to be honest. I usually cook a lot of my meals, but I didn't feel like it, to be honest. And aside from that, no, I go to sleep at 10 p.m., so I have like an hour and 15 minutes until then. I like to take the rest of my night pretty chill. It's very laid back and allows me to sort of wind down so I can sleep well. So I like to sort of end it off the same way I start my day, like very chill, very intentional. For example, like before going to sleep, after I take my little cold rinse, I'll sit back over there on the couch and just take some deep breaths. Take a moment to be present, feel gratitude. I'll pray for, again, the blessings in my life, the privilege of being able to go to sleep healthy and, in the same state that I woke up in. Nothing happened to me throughout the day. I didn't get hurt. I didn't get injured. I didn't hear any bad news. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people do throughout the day, right? So it's a blessing that you're able to go to sleep tonight without having to worry about a bunch of shit like that. You know what I mean? A lot of times we take things for granted. So I like to take a moment, take a step back, and feel grateful for the blessings and the privileges in life. So aside from that, I'm just going to reflect on the day real quick here and plan my next day. It's what I usually like to do at night. That way, I could wake up tomorrow with a full idea of what I need to get done specifically and sort of what the day's going to look like. So yeah, I'm going to do that now real quick. You guys are going to watch me do that. And then after that, pretty much just going to get prepared to sleep. So yeah.
Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just...
All right, so I've finished up with that now, and it is almost 9 o'clock, so I could begin officially winding down, getting ready to sleep before 10. I like to be, in my bed, trying to sleep by 9:30. That way I could give myself like 30 minutes to fall asleep at 10, or by 10. That way I can make sure I get my 8 hours to wake up at 6, because sleep is really, really important, guys. You might, hear some different advice from the grindaholics who, the hustle culture people who only sleep like 3 or 4 hours, and they're like, dude, I'm working until 4 a.m. and then I wake up at 8. What are you doing? It's like, bro, you don't want to be those people, bro. All right. You need your sleep. It allows you to operate at, optimal function. So, yeah, I'm going to get my 8 hours of sleep. And then in the meantime, from now until 9:30, I got like 30 minutes here. I'm just going to chill. I might read a little bit more of my book. I'll be on my phone. Might just, go on Instagram for a little bit. I also have my notifications to clear up by the end of the day. And that's it for the day. And then I'll wake up, or I'll go to sleep, wake up, and repeat. So that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, that is the, let's say, complete day or realistic day in my life. I hope you found this video valuable or interesting, at least, right? Because, I know I definitely saw these videos as valuable when I was sort of in the come up stage. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you liked it, if you want to see more content similar to this in the future, which I definitely will be making. Like I said, I've been putting something off like this putting something like this off for a little while now. But it's good to start, right? And I know I'm gonna get better with these videos as time goes on. And also what I want to do is, when I'm traveling, do some stuff like this, because, it'd be a lot more, I feel like, engaging and interesting, meeting up with some other people, documenting that, doing some more fun stuff like, going on boats, supercars. That stuff is still, fun at the end of the day, good content for you guys. So, yeah, stay tuned. Like I said, I'll be in New York next week. But aside from that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. I'm glad that you've made it to the end and, watched this whole video. and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.